230 species in genus Catasetum. As a dedicated orchid enthusiast, I've often found myself diving deep into the world of Catasetum orchids. These fascinating plants have a reputation for being both beautiful and a bit challenging. If you're new to Catasetum or looking to refine your care techniques, here are some of the most frequently asked questions I encounter, along with my personal insights and experiences. What is a Catasetum orchid? Catasetum orchids are a genus belong to the Orchidaceae family, known for their unique and dramatic flowers. Native to tropical regions of Central and South America, these orchids are appreciated for their intricate and often bizarre floral structures. They are deciduous, meaning they shed their leaves annually, which can be a bit alarming if you're used to evergreen orchids. Catasetum species. See full list at monsteraholic.com. How to care for Catasetum orchid. Catasetums are relatively straightforward to care for once you understand their needs. They thrive in bright, indirect light. During their active growing season, typically spring and summer, they need regular watering, but you should let the potting medium dry out between waterings. In contrast, during their dormant period, fall and winter, reduce watering significantly to avoid root rot. When to water Catasetum. Watering is crucial but requires some attention. During the growing season, water your Catasetum when the top inch of the potting medium feels dry. Overwatering can lead to root rot, especially in cooler temperatures. In the dormant period, water less frequently, once every few weeks should suffice. It's essential to ensure that the plant is not sitting in soggy soil. What potting medium to use for Catasetum? Catasetums prefer a well-draining potting medium. I've found that a mix of bark, perlite, and sphagnum moss works well. This combination ensures good aeration while retaining enough moisture to keep the roots healthy. Avoid using heavy soils that can retain too much water, as this increases the risk of root rot. How cold can Catasetum be? Catasetum orchids are not frost tolerant. They generally prefer temperatures between 65 degrees Fahrenheit and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius, during the day and slightly cooler temperatures at night. They can tolerate brief drops to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius, but should be protected from any prolonged cold exposure. When do Catasetums bloom? The blooming period for Catasetum orchids typically occurs in late summer to fall. However, the exact timing can vary based on the species and growing conditions. The flowers can last from a few weeks to a couple of months, depending on the variety and care. How long do Catasetum flowers last? Catasetum flowers are known for their striking appearance and can last between 3 to 6 weeks. Their lifespan can vary depending on environmental factors and the specific species. Once the blooms have faded, they will eventually fall off, and the plant will enter its dormant phase. When to repot Catasetum. Repotting Catasetum orchids is best done during their dormant period, typically in late fall or early winter. This timing helps minimize stress on the plant and allows it to adjust to its new potting medium and container. Look for signs like roots growing out of the pot or the medium breaking down as indicators that it's time to repot. Where to buy Catasetum orchid? You can find Catasetum orchids at specialized orchid nurseries, garden centers, and online retailers. Websites dedicated to orchids often have a wide selection and can provide detailed care instructions. Additionally, local orchid societies and plant shows can be excellent places to purchase these unique plants. Catasetums versus Cloacaea orchids. Catasetums and Cloacaea orchids can be easily confused due to their similar growing conditions and appearance. However, Catasetums are known for their distinctive flower shapes and deciduous nature, while Cloacaea orchids often have more subtle blooms and can be evergreen. Both types require similar care but have different visual characteristics. How to propagate Catasetum. Propagation of Catasetum orchids is usually done through division. During repotting, you can separate the bulbs and replant them. Each section should have at least one growing bulb and healthy roots. This method allows you to increase your collection or share with fellow orchid enthusiasts. Can you grow Catasetum indoors? Yes, Catasetum orchids can be grown indoors, provided you can meet their light and temperature needs. A bright windowsill or grow light can substitute for natural sunlight. Just ensure they have a period of dormancy and adjust watering accordingly. Is Catasetum toxic? Catasetum orchids are generally considered non-toxic to pets and humans. However, it's always a good idea to keep any plant out of reach of pets and small children to prevent accidental ingestion. Common problems and solutions. One common issue with catasetums is root rot, often caused by overwatering or poorly draining soil. To prevent this, ensure your potting medium is well-draining and adjust your watering routine based on the plant's needs. Another issue is leaf drop during dormancy, which is normal but can be distressing. Just ensure that the plant is in the right conditions for its dormant phase. With proper care and attention, Catasetum orchids can be a striking addition to your plant collection. They require specific conditions and care, but the rewards of their unique blooms make the effort worthwhile.